My name is Nurul Batrisha binti Sabri. I will present to you the task 1. Our survey title is Prefer a normal class or virtual class among students as a teaching platform. Our survey objective is number 1 to identify the advantages and disadvantages of virtual and normal class among the student. Second, to identify what will virtual class affect the student academic performance. Third, to identify which one is more effective way as a teaching platform. 4. To identify whether there are a difference of opinion about the survey title between a courses in KPM Beranang intake July 2020 Season 2 2020. Our methodology is questionnaire. We have prepared 12 questions, 6 qualitative and 6 quantitative. Number 1 is, which one do you prefer, virtual class or normal class? Second, virtual or normal class, which teaching platform you skip your class often? Third, which one do you think is more effective, virtual class or normal class? 4, what are the difficult things you have to face during virtual class? Choose more than one. What are the constraints to complete assignment virtually? 6. If you do not understand the topic in virtual class, what will you do? 7. Do you agree the virtual class save more time and cost of expenses? 8. How much time do you need to complete your online assignment in one day? 9. How much cost of expenses do you spend in 1 month during normal class in campus? 10. How many times have you dropped out of online class? 11. How many hours you must attend in one day if teaching platform is normal class? And lastly, how many hours you must attend in one day if teaching platform is virtual class? Sampling method that we use is stratified random sampling. Stratified random sampling is the sampling method that we use. The sample includes students from KPM Beranang for the July 2020 and intake season 2 2020. The overall population intake was 235 students. For the first time, the population is divided into subgroup or strata by course, which is a random sample as a stratum in each course. Take a sample of 40 out of 235 students. Okay, data collection method that our group use is mail survey or questionnaire is the data collection method that our group use. We will create a Google form and put all the questionnaire inside the Google form. Then we will spread the link of the Google form to get a respondent and to get the data that we need.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Sarah Nabila and I'm going to present about our statistic assignment task 2 about our survey, which is a preference a normal class or virtual class among the student as teaching platform. All the tables, chart and graph have been produced by us based on the data of the respondent we have collected from 40 students in KPM Beranang. All these chart and graph have answered all the objectives in our survey. The chart shows the number and percentage of sample that participated in this survey is by course, with a total of 40 samples taken in semester 3. The courses that involved in this survey is DBS equal to 50%, DIA equal to 27.5%, CFAP equal to 50%, and DLH equal to 7.5%. The chart shows the majority of respondents prefer a normal class as teaching platform compared to a virtual class, with a higher number of 36 respondents equal to 90% students. The chart shows there is no different opinion responses received between the students in each course. The majority of courses have the same opinion, which is the student prefer a normal class as a teaching platform. The chart shows that majority of respondents prefer a normal class as an effective way for students to understand what they had learned. The majority of respondents stated the most difficult thing students have to face during virtual class is lack of focus. From the chart, it shows the most constraint to complete assignment virtually. The majority is the lack of communication with group member. The chart shows there are initiative of students if they do not understand the topic in virtual class. Most of the students will answer that they are going to ask their friends if they do not understand the topic in the virtual class. From the chat, it found the majority also agreed that virtual class save more time and cost of expenses. Referring to Instagram and archive, it shows that a total of 20 respondents only take between 10 and less than 20 minutes to get ready in virtual class. Referring to Instagram and archive, it shows that 30% of students spend less than 200 during normal class in college.
I'm Sabil. Now I want to present about task 3. The first question is distribution numbers of minutes to get ready in virtual class. So the total mean that we have calculated is 24, mode is 16.45 and median is 20. For the distribution of squeeness, based on mean, mode and median which has been calculated, the distribution skewed to the right or called as positively skewed. This is because the highest point is mean compared to median and mode. From the data analysis, it shows that the mean is 24, median is 20, and mode is 16.45. For positively skewed data, it is shown that value of the mean is higher than the mode and median. The second question is distribution cost of expenses that students spend in 1 month during normal class in college. So the total mean that you have calculated is 320, mode is 170.59, and the median is 312.50. For the distribution of squeeness, based on mean, mode, and median which has been calculated, the distribution skewed to the right or called as positively skewed. This is because the highest point is mean compared to median and mode. From the data analysis, it shows that the mean is 320, median is 312.50, and mode is 170.59. For the conclusions, the majority of respondents prefer a normal class compared to virtual class. Then the objective was to identify whether there were any differences of opinion on the title of the survey between the courses at KPM Beranang, intake July 2020, session 2/2020, and the majority of all courses have the same opinion, which is prefer a normal class as teaching platform. The second objective also found that the majority of respondents, which is 95%, prefer normal class as an effective way for students to understand what they had learned. The last objective, we have identified there are some disadvantages of virtual class, such as the most difficult thing that students have to face is lack of focus, 52.5%. Meanwhile, the most constraint to complete the task was the lack of communication with group members, 37.5%. Furthermore, students need to take the initiative if they do not understand certain topics in virtual class, such as ask friends, ask lecturer, 52.5%. So, the study found that although the majority of respondents prefer a normal class as a teaching platform, but the majority also agreed that virtual class save more time and cost of expenses as the advantages of virtual class. The mode for the distribution of numbers of minutes to get ready in virtual class is only 16.45 minutes. This is considered a very short time. The mean for the distribution cost of expenses students spend in 1 month during normal class is RM 320. If students study virtual class as teaching platform, maybe they don't have to spend that much because they live with their family. And the last part is suggestion. First, they must manage their time in order to be more focused and more proactive in understanding what they have learned. If they do not understand, try to search for references from all sources or also can ask lecturers, friends, and family. Second is students who are taking a virtual class should be given sufficient time to complete the assignment because there are many assignments that must be done at the same time and need to be completed perfectly.